today's video, I'm continuing to explore my coloring book collection with you. This video focuses on pocket-sized books, and I have books by Caroline Allen, Diane Dufor, Good Wives and Warriors, Rta Berman, Lulo Mayo, and others. I hope you enjoyed the video. So let's get started. To begin with, it took me a while to begin adding pocket-sized books to my collection, and so I'm going to be showing you the books in the order that they came off my shelf and not the order that I colored them in. Anyway, the first book is Animaux de la Forêt by Caroline Allen. This is an art therapy book, and the paper in these books is absolutely wonderful. It takes all sorts of mediums, pencils, watercolors, and other different types of supplies. I've actually colored one page in this book, and it's this one, the macaque monkeys. I colored this for the Wild Year of Color 2025 monkey prompt, and I really enjoyed the whole process. So it is Castle Art's 120 pencils for everything, and I will do a tutorial on how I did the grass, because the grass actually has other elements besides pencils. It's got some watercolor markers and some acrylic markers, so I will be doing a tutorial soon on how I did that. And yeah, I really love this page, and I can't wait to color more in this book. Speaking of which, I have some pages marked that I'd like to color. So the first one is these cute little frogs in these, I think they're tulips, so frogs in tulips. And there's a very similar picture in one of Kirby Roseanne's books that looks like this. I think it's Fragile World. So it has the same sort of style, although this is a bit more cartoonish and his is a bit more realistic, but quite similar image. Another one that I want to do is the squirrel. I like to color squirrels. They're cute, and they're good for practicing fur texture because they've got these bushy tails, and also the bodies, and then here it should be white, and then here are different colors, browns and reds. I like to get inspiration pictures from Pinterest to see how the fur lays, and that's how I color the fur. I try to follow the way that the fur lies on the inspiration image, and then it comes out quite realistic. So squirrels are always a good way to practice coloring fur. And I also want to color this cute little image. So it took me a while to figure out what was on this page besides this mouse. Yeah, I now realize that this is a hat, and then it's got flowers on it, and it's in front of a tree. And then you've got these sweet little bugs. That's a ladybug, and this is some sort of beetle. And then you've got the dragonfly and a butterfly. So yeah, cute page, and I really like this hat. Okay, so that is Animaux de la Forêt. Next we have Boules de Poils by Diane Dufor. This book translates into hair balls or fur balls, and yes, indeed, there are lots of fur balls in it. This is another art therapy book with a wonderful paper, and this book is also the focus of an ongoing hashtag on Instagram hosted by, I think, Lavella's Coloring and one other colorist in the community. I'll put up the information on the screen. And some of the pages that I would like to color in this book are this one. As I said, I love to color animals, and in particular, I'm a dog lover, so I really like this page with the dog and his plaid jacket. My dog has a jacket like this, and he's dreaming and thinking of all the things that he'd like to eat. My dog, on the other hand, does not like to go out in the rain. It's a real challenge to get him to go. Anyway, another page that I really like is this one, the lady in the bubble bath, and all the cats very curious about what she's doing in there. I don't think any of them actually want to get in with her, although this one looks like he's about to fall in anyway. Yeah, my mom had a Burmese cat who loved water, and when she got in the tub, he would get in with her. There was no doubt of that. Anyway, and then here's another page that I want to color. Again, this one reminds me of my own dog because he loves to be with me when I'm on Zoom. So during COVID, when we were teaching on Zoom, he would sit next to me and every once in a while put in his own commentary. So this dog reminds me of that. And finally, I also want to color this one. Also, it reminds me of me and my dog. I only have one dog, not two. One is enough. But I enjoy reading, and he likes to lie next to me while I'm reading and keep me company. So yeah, I love this book and I really need to start coloring in it. Okay, next we have Escape to Shakespeare's World by Good Wives and Warriors. This is actually the first pocket-sized book that I added to my collection. I am an English lit lecturer, and so I love anything to do with literature and Shakespeare in particular. So this book really called out to me. I've colored 3 pages in it, and the first one is this page, Romeo, from Romeo and Juliet. So I colored this using Castle Arts 120 pencils, and I added in the blood droplets. I felt that it was very appropriate considering Romeo's fate. I used a color palette from the Modern Colors of Japan book, and it was a very enjoyable page to color. Okay, next we have also from Romeo and Juliet, the dragon in its cave. So here I used also, I think, Castle Arts 120, and then soft pastels on the background, and I used a stencil to add in these flowers in the background. And of course I sprayed it with fixative, otherwise there's no way this soft pastel would have stayed on the page so well. And one more that I've colored is this page, Last Year for Mermaid, and I used Neocolor 2 on the background without pencil on top because this paper took the Neocolor 2s really well. And then the rest of it is Castle Arts pencils. And I see that I also put a little bit of gel pen on these rocks. I guess I wanted it to shine. Anyway, some of the pages that I'd like to color are this tapestry page from The Tempest. So it's a unicorn. Let's zoom out a little bit to get all of it in the picture. So it's this unicorn, and then other tapestry elements, some flowers, and there's an owl here. I just noticed that. Are there any other interesting elements? There's a ship, and oh, there's a peacock. I think that's a peacock. Very nice. Yes, I like this page a lot. And another one that I want to do is this one. If you've been watching my other videos, you know that I really love anything to do with Egypt or ancient Egypt. So here we have from Anthony and Cleopatra, we have the pyramids, and then we have the Nile River with some monuments. So this is a double page spread. I would definitely color it together. And I think there was one other that I wanted to do. Yeah, from Macbeth. So there's the skull and the crown of thistles, and then the dagger. Macbeth is my favorite Shakespeare play. I'm one of those people that if it bleeds, it leads. So I like reading thrillers and mysteries, and this play is one of my favorites. And yeah, so those are the pages in Escape to Shakespeare's World. Next we have A Million Baby Animals by Lulo Mayo. This is my one and only Lulo Mayo book, and I just had to get it because of, obviously, the baby animals. I really like Lulo Mayo's art, and I might be getting more of her books. We'll see. First, let me color in this one. So some of the pages that I'd like to color are these adorable little chicks in the egg carton. So I really like this idea of them not being eggs, but rather hatched and being in the egg carton. So they're so cute with the little hats and yeah, little bell. So each one has his own little personality. Very cute. And I also want to do this one. Okay, the little pigs. I love little pigs. They are so adorable. So we have the little pigs in this basket, and then we have all these little chicks. Oh, and that's a skunk. It's a skunk. So cute. And
is that a rabbit holding another?
That's a rabbit holding another rabbit. This book is so cute. Okay, and then wait.
You could do a monochrome one.
I could do a monochrome one for that. Oh, look. Oh, it's the baby otters. My roommate is very excited about this book.
I am.
So we have the otter and holding all the other baby otters. And then we have these little creatures delivering milk and presents for the baby otters.
I'm more excited.
Get your fingers off my
But
page.
they're floating in the air. It's a cloud with eyes. I'm not quite sure what that is.
It is a cloud with eyes. Isn't this page just so cute?
But here they're in a...
Here they're in a baby carriage.
Yes.
There's a baby elephant. I like this page too.
Yes.
There's only so many pages and so little time. Yes.
I want you to do that.
Yes, I think I might do this one next. Yes, I let my roommate choose my pages for me sometimes.
Rolls in life.
Yes. Okay, so, yes, I'm going to do this book sometime soon. Next, we have Die Welt unter die Lupe zu Lande by Rta Berman, which translates to The World Under the Magnifying Glass, Land. And so this one focuses on all the land creatures. She has another book that is water, but I'm not such a fan of coloring underwater scenes, so this one is preferred for me. I've actually colored one page in this book, but I'm not going to show it because I colored it this month and you will see it in my completed pages video. So instead, I'm going to show you the pages that I want to color, and starting with this double page. So on this side, we have the flower. I think it's a sunflower, and the bees. And then on this side, we have the bee with some other animals. And I would color this by putting some of the colors that I put in here on this page as well, so that they go together. I think it is definitely a double page spread because this leaf belongs to this tree. So they definitely go together. Another one that I want to do is this cute little mouse with her house. Yes, it rhymes. And so here we have, she has an ear of wheat here, and then we have these, I think they're pistachios, and some strawberries. I love strawberries. They're my favorite fruit, and I really love the composition of this picture. It has a ladder going up. Interesting. And another one I want to do is this one, tea and honey. I love tea. It's my favorite beverage. And I'm a bit of a tea snob, I must admit. I'm very fussy about what tea I will drink. But here we have teacups and the teapot and the honey jar and the honey stick and the bees. Oh, beautiful page. And finally, the elephant. I love this page. I see this as a page with grays and reds and greens, very colorful. Oh, and there's a hummingbird as well. I love this theme. Very nice. Okay, so those are the pages in The World Under the Magnifying Glass. Next, we have Enchanted Creatures by Lolita Ayer. This book has a somewhat of a Zen doodly style, which is not usually my preference. Nevertheless, the illustrations are simply magnificent, and so I had to get this book after I saw the flip through on Shelley's channel, Shell's Coloring Journey. And the book is divided according to themes, so we have birds and underwater creatures and forest creatures, jungle creatures. Anyway, some of the pages that I'd like to color are this owl. So I had this plan to color an owl every month, but that plan didn't work out so well. Anyway, I love this owl with the cauldron and the potions and the spell book on his tummy there. And another one that I really love is this beautiful swan. I have seen quite a few colored versions of this swan on Instagram. Nicole from Nollis Coloring, I think is her name. She has this magnificent black swan version with a pink background that is just lovely. I was thinking of coloring this one for the swan prompt for the ugly duckling in the Color Your Fairy Tales hashtag, but in the end I colored the swan in Fairy Celebrations. But I will definitely get to the swan sometime soon. And another one that I want to do is this fox page. I think I will color this one in the autumn because the mushrooms and the red fox and the falling leaves and the acorns all scream out autumn to me. So I'm going to slot this in for my autumn coloring either in September or October. So beautiful page, beautiful book. Enchanted Creatures. Next we have Year of Witches by Yusiku, and I really love this book. The illustrations are lovely. It is printed on Amazon paper, which is unfortunate, but it is okay if you put down an alcohol base and then put pencil on top. So the pictures actually come out really lovely once you've colored them. I've colored 3 pages in this book. So I colored this one, the Autumn Essentials, and I decided on a purple and yellow color palette. I got this color palette from also either Traditional or Modern Colors of Japan. I think it's Modern Colors of Japan. I'll take a look and put the image up on the screen. And yeah, here it is a watercolor base for the background with pencils on top, and everything else is Castle Arts pencils. I also colored this page. This page is based with alcohol markers, and then it's colored pencil on top, also Castle Arts. I really love how this page came out and how I have the firelight reflecting on the cat and the wintry weather outside, and the steam from all of the cups. So this is a lovely page and I loved coloring it. And then we have this one, the chickens. Yes, so we have the 2 girls, and I put in the border for the background, and it is also watercolor with pencil on top. So even though I used watercolor mediums, it came out pretty well. Yeah, the hair is based with alcohol marker. Yes. So as long as you put a page between, yes, the different pages, it's fine. And yeah, it does take some mediums, but you have to be careful with the water because it is Amazon paper. Some pages that I'd like to color. This one, the Quidditch players. Yes. So yes, Harry Potter inspired. So we have the broomsticks and the outfits. Another one I want to do is the greenhouse. So I see this as being based with alcohol markers and then colored pencils on top. And last but not least, we have the 2 girls in the rain with this cute little frog here waiting at the bus stop. I apologize if you can hear the children screaming. There is a school in my neighborhood and I think it's recess. So yeah, they're shouting. So yeah, those are the pages in Year of Witches. So the next book in my pocket-sized collection is Wald und Natur by Rehan Udachi, also known as Reyda Prints. And I really love the quaint and picturesque style of this book. Reyda has managed to convey such nuance with relatively few elements on the page. So take, for example, this one. We have the mushrooms, the flowers, the book, the lantern, and the candle. And together it forms a very compelling scene of, I don't know, reading at midnight in autumn. It's wonderful how she's managed to convey so much with so little. Another page that I really like is this one. So I've actually seen this colored by a few people, and it always comes out so beautiful. So here we have this suitcase, and then we have the deer, the bear, the tent, the moon, the owl, and some trees. And that's and a cute little hedgehog. But that's more or less it. And what we have here is this idea of travel and camping all in one scene, and I really like it. And another thing I like about this book is how on the opposite side of the page here, one of the elements from the image is taken and repeated. So the pages are single-sided, and you can use markers or you can use pencils and then color this additional image from the original page as well, which I like. Another page that I really think is beautiful is this one. So I imagine this as some sort of quaint little cottage that is the house of a gnome or an elf or something, and they like to ride bicycles. And I just love this this quaint, cute style that we have going on here. And here we have the post box, and the flag is up. That means that there's mail in the box. Yes, you've got mail. And here's another one that I really like, this beautiful piano. So again, few elements, but conveying such a good message of music and tranquility and peacefulness. So we've got the cello and the piano and the books and the flowers, and it's just such a peaceful scene that's created. So as I said, she creates such beautiful scenes with her illustrations that just makes you want to color them. Yeah, so I love this book and I want to color in it soon. The next book I have is Posh Coloring Book, Thomas Kinkade, Painter of Light. There are a few books in this series, also by Thomas Kinkade, that are Disney themed, but I like the one that focuses on cottages and buildings. So the style of this book is that you have the image, right? The line art, and then on the facing page you have the original artwork, and this is similar to some of the Korean books. The idea being that you could perhaps recreate the image in the line art, but I don't think that's going to be what I'm doing. I've actually started one of the pages, and it's this one. And so I've based things with Inktense, and I had originally planned to try and copy the original artwork, but once I started laying down color, I realized that I was not going to be able to do that, and therefore I've decided just to do my own thing. So right now it's got a layer of Inktense on the ground and on the roof and in the trees. This tree is actually finished, so I've got Inktense, and then it's Castle Arts pencils, or actually no, it's not Castle Arts, it's Polychromos pencils on top. And so I'm just going to be continuing with doing my own thing because of the really intricate line art, which I think, but I'm not sure, is done with a computer program. It's just not possible to recreate the original, or if it is, then it is way beyond my skill set. So anyway, some of the other pages that I want to color include this City by the Bay. Yes, the pictures also have titles, which I really like. I like this tram and the 1960s cars in Chinatown in San Francisco. So another one I want to do is this fly fisherman. Yes. There's a similar picture in Romantic Country by Erie of a man sitting on a deck and fly fishing. So I love that picture, and I like this one too. This one actually might be a bit easier as there are fewer elements on the page to color, and a lot of them are nature, so it might actually be an easier page to color. Then we have the wishing well, which is just beautiful. Excuse me, I've seen a version of this colored by Betty Hung that is just incredible. She did manage to replicate the picture, which is just amazing. Okay, and last but not least, we have the lighthouse. As you know, if you've watched some of my videos, I absolutely adore lighthouses, and so I'm really eager to color this one as well. Again, I think the easiest way just to go about it is to do your own thing, and for me that would probably be basing with water mediums and then doing shading with pencil on top, and maybe even using acrylic pen to cover up some of the line art. But we'll see. It is an intricate book, and I've gathered up the courage to start, but let's see if I can actually finish a page. Next, we have another posh coloring book. This one is called Inspired by Nature by Marjolaine Baston. I was introduced to this book by Connie at Coloring Chemist, and I just love the nature illustrations. But again, it is one of those books where you've got the original artwork on the left and then the line art. This line art is a little bit easier to follow than the line art in Thomas Kinkade's book. I also like the fact that the line art is different colors, so it's colors that are matched to the original illustration, which makes it easier to replicate the original. Again, I'm not sure I would replicate the original. I might try and see if it works out, but I'd also like to do my own thing. So I really like this image with the flowers and the can. And another one that I really think is beautiful, I love this color palette. This one I really might try to replicate. I love the purples and the yellows and the greens on this page. And then you have the ladybug over here, and I think this is a snail shell. So yeah, and again you've got the line art in purple, which makes it easier to replicate. Another one that I really like is this cute bunny. So again, purples and yellows and greens. I think I would do my own thing with this one because I do fur, very different from this kind of fur. This is more of a blending fur, and I'm more of a flicking fur kind of person. Okay, and another one with a beautiful color palette with the purples and the pinks and the blues. Yes, just beautiful, beautiful artwork, beautiful pages, and very good paper, very good paper. Okay, so that's Inspired by Nature. Okay, next we have Witchcraft coloring book. This is a book I found in my local bookstore while I was looking for the latest Nora Roberts, and I decided to pick it up. According to the back, it is it has over 120 hand illustrated images. So it doesn't give the name of an artist, so I'm assuming that it is a collection of artists. Let me have a look. Maybe the front copyright page. No, maybe no indication who the artists are. I do know from the images that it's not the same person, because there's at least 3 distinct styles here of artwork. So we have this one, and then you have something like that, which seems to me by a different artist, and other ones. So something like that, for example, crystals. And so I I'm sure that it's not all by the same artist. I also have to wonder if it's not AI art. It says hand-drawn, but these days one cannot be sure if there's no artist name. But in any respect, there are some really beautiful pages in this book. So some of the pages are quite intricate, while others are more simple. And I really like this page with the skull and the compass and the rose. It's got a tattoo kind of vibe to it, but also a pirate vibe, and that I like. And another one is this one, the owl. See, it's very definitely not the same artist. This one's more of a Zen doodly, but it's got the berries and the mushrooms and the owl, and the border. It's more of a Native American style to it. And then you have quite a few that are inspired by the tarot. So this is the Magician. And again, I don't think this is the same artist. So as I was saying, I'm not sure, but I think that there's at least 3 or 4 different artists contributing to this book. Nevertheless, the paper is really nice, and I'm thinking that I will be able to use water mediums on it. I will test it out. If anybody is interested in a flip through of this book, please do let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to make one. And last but not least, the final book in my pocket-sized collection is Woodland Watercolor by Claire Therese Gray. This is a beautiful book. The paper is watercolor paper, so it is designed to be worked on using water mediums, ink tints, watercolor pencils, watercolors from the pan, perhaps even some gouache. The illustrations are just beautiful and quite intricate. Again, if anyone is interested, I will do a flip through of this book. Just let me know in the comments. Some of the pages I'd like to do are this badger page with the mushrooms. Another one that I'm interested in is more mushrooms. Oh, yes, absolutely beautiful, beautiful picture. I think there was one other that I wanted to do. Yep. Oh, yeah. This birds page, so intricate with the berries and the flowers and the leaves, and you can do the birds in different colors. But it would require a brush with a small, perhaps a round one or two to do this page. Anyway, absolutely gorgeous book with gorgeous paper. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining me as I flip through my pocket size collection, and I think there'll be one more video to complete my coloring book collection series. If you like the video, please like it, and if you are enjoying the channel, it would be wonderful if you subscribed. So I look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye.